Giant home cinema displays like this one have existed for longer than you would probably think. And I've wanted one from the moment I laid eyes on them. But there's one teensy problem.
How much does it cost, Linus?
Can you say, honestly speaking, that nobody needs a TV that's anywhere from 146 inches to 292 inches?
How much is it, Linus?
There's a lot of people asking me how much it costs.
How much is it, Linus?
Now let's talk about the hidden cost.
What about the not hidden or sub cost? What's the upfront cost?
You understand that this display starts at around $360,000, right? And I was like, yes, I am aware of this.
Starts.
In fairness, Samsung's The Wall has come down a little bit since then, but this technology is still well beyond the means of the non-billionaire class. Or is it? What if I didn't need The Wall? What if I could find a wall that does pretty much the same thing for $130,000 off? Like the Costco classic, AWALL's sales pitch for their 4K micro-LED C-Series sounds too good to be true. Like the Wall, it's using chip-on-board technology to achieve sub-1 millimeter pixel pitch. Like the Wall, it offers over 1,000 nits of peak brightness, and like the Wall, it can manage OLED level blacks because black is just off. Unlike the Wall though, it comes at a fraction of the price while being larger, managing higher sustained brightness, and, this one blew my mind, it's IP65 rated? Like I could spray a hose at this thing while it's on? That actually kind of makes sense for a technology that's often used in digital signage outdoors. But still, when AWALL agreed to send us one of these things, I could hardly contain my excitement. But now I've got a bit of a problem. How the heck are we supposed to mount these? How about with a giant plywood backboard and a little help from some old friends, some of which own a display. And also our sponsor.
HTC Viveverse! HTC has launched a web-based way for you to explore and game in 3D worlds on PCs, mobile devices, and VR headsets. No sign up or installation, just jump right in. Start your virtual adventure with HTC Viveverse using our link below.
Why don't we start with a look inside the boxes?
Sure.
Unlike last time we bought an LED video wall on Craigslist, we've got packing lists packing lists and documentation, which is going to be pretty exciting. Wow, quick start guide.
That's for the H-series video wall splicer from Novastar. Remember when we thought they were just kind of a rando brand?
Turns out they're one of the leaders in the space. We just are not video wall people and had never heard of them. Sorry, Novastar.
That should be in here, this big box.
For something that's never meant to be seen, she's kinda gorgeous.
Yeah. This thing can do 4x4x4 RGB, so no more chroma subsampling.
Oh, sick.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna cap out at 60 hertz, but it can do proper 4K.
Sick.
And we can do whatever configuration we want. So if you want multi-view, if you just want one giant screen.
What about HDR?
Yes, it'll do up to HDR10+.
What about latency for gaming?
It's supposedly way better than the one we've got. So while, 60 hertz, we'll feel it. But it should be like a proper gaming experience.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I kind of want to take a closer look at the back though. I couldn't help noticing all these HDMIs are 1.3 and 1. Oh, there it is. HDMI 2.0. Okay.
Not 2.1.
That's fine though.
We can do 4K 60, no problem.
No problem. This is cool. The HDMI modules are actually modular. So that's our HDMI 2.0 board. And then I guess with the same bandwidth that you can do one HDMI 2.0, they can do a whack ton of 1.3s and 1.4s.
And these are RJ45 connectors.
Right, so these go out to our actual LED modules.
Yeah, and we should be able to do up to 26 million pixels over RJ45.
The last big thing is Genlock, which is used to synchronize with other devices. All right, what else is in here? This is heavier than I expected it to be.
Yeah, mounting hardware, tools.
What is all this?
I just told you. Looks like we got some power cords.
I got a whole kit, dude. I got like a suction cup. I got ESD safe gloves. I got a maintenance tool, magnet adjustment tool.
Oh, you know what that suction cup's for? You can hot swap these.
Shut up.
Yeah, so if one panel breaks or you get a dead pixel or something, you can hot swap just that one panel
That's
with the,
right. No,
with the suction cup.
I did know that. It's just crazy.
Yeah, when they sent us it, they sent us everything. They didn't cheap out. We've got all of the spare parts that would normally come with this. We've got all of the mounting hardware that would normally come with this. You can do it yourself, and they say it takes about 2 people, 2 hours. That's probably professional time.
But 90% of their customers just have them come out and install it.
Yeah, makes sense considering, you're spending already like $86,000, $87,000 on your giant video wall. What's another like $4,000 to have a couple people come out and build it for you?
Speak of the devil. Here's our spare parts for power supplies and receiving cards. On the subject of power though, I was floored when I found out how little power this thing uses. For context, the one behind me, we have to drag, I think it's 4 circuits over it in order to power it up, and it caused major problems at the last whale LAN when we didn't account for the power in our floor plan. This new one, what does it work out to?
It's like 65 watts per meter squared.
That's crazy. This is another major advantage over the wall, at least back when I did research on it, when Samsung required you to have a dedicated air conditioner unit in the room just to account for the extra heat from the wall.
They do recommend that as well in their specs when you're planning stuff out, but I don't think it's a 10,000 BTU air conditioner.
Cabinet connection plates, more gloves and suction cups. That makes sense because they would assume you'd have 2 to 3 technicians putting it together.
And realistically, you get some gloves dirty, you don't want to keep using those. You should probably switch your gloves.
Every time.
Later, yeah.
Every time. Otherwise, 3 kits. Love this. It's just called thick connection block.
Hell yeah.
Bolts for days. Tire iron.
A bunch of RJ45. A cabinet data cable, 340 millimeter.
USB thumb drive.
These are just wall mounting brackets, because you can do it yourself. Hub board. Oh. 2 pieces.
How dare they assume what type of content I'm gonna watch on this?
I think that's it for this one, because these are all just mounting brackets. Long trim.
So in classic Linus and Plouffe unboxing video walls fashion, we picked the least interesting box first.
100%. Wait, the card was in there.
Oh, that's true. That's
the
true.
The Novistar video wall splicer.
Yep, you're right. Ready for round 2?
Yeah, this should be our panels. This is our Cobb 0.9 millimeter C series.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting. This must be the back.
Yeah, you can see all the electronics on it though, because instead of putting little diodes and doing it, as SMD, this is just all the electronics, and then the pixels are all on the front.
All right, let's crack this open.
Why would you open it like that?
Dude, she's heavy.
Yeah, I believe it. Look at all the electronics on it.
She's dense, really dense. Wow. You can barely make out the individual pixels. When we contrast that with our old video wall, which, to be clear, we love and use very regularly. All hands quarterly meetings, whale LAN. It's just that this is a completely different class of product. This damage in the corner here is actually kind of convenient because you can see where one of the old square LED modules became desoldered and fell off. These new ones use a completely different approach. Instead of using SMD, or surface mounted device, which has the LED, the electronics, and the wiring all packaged together and soldered on, this new panel from AWALL uses flip chip on board, or COB. With these guys, the LEDs are attached directly to the substrate, and the chip is, well, it's on the board. Basically what that means is you can pack way more teeny tiny little lights into the same amount of space. That's what makes these micro LED rather than regular LED or mini LED. Our pixel pitch here is just 0.9 millimeter.
Bang, bang.
9 millimeters.
Yeah, I got it.
Also, despite our new video wall having way more pixels than our old one, it actually uses significantly less power and generates way less heat.
What's in this box?
The last thing I think we're gonna need before we can go any further.
Oh, it's the back piece.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, here we go. These are the cabinets. Conveniently in a less square shape this time, which will make it a little bit easier for us to build a more cinematic display aspect ratio.
They're all numbered. So before they send this off, they'll configure everything for us. And then when you assemble it, so that's why, if you are doing it yourself, it's really easy. You just do it in the exact order that they've got everything labeled.
Oh, that's super convenient actually. Alignment for the modules is done with magnets. And it just pops on like that.
You just do it 7 more times.
Times 36. I'm actually not done talking about this whole flip chip on board thing though. There's a huge number of benefits. One that we didn't even talk about before is that, see how black this is compared to the old one? Just like any other display, the blackest black you can have is the black that it is when it's off. And when your LEDs are this big, that's not very black. So our contrast should be way better.
Yeah.
Also, reliability. Man, we saw that one that was knocked off the corner there. That one's full of,
Look at the bottom here.
oh God, yes.
Yeah.
These should be much more resilient. I wouldn't go out of your way to try to, ding them or anything, but
There's an encapsulant.
yes.
It's not a coating, it's an encapsulant.
Yes. Wow, it really grabs onto it. You want to do some?
I don't want to, this is your video wall. And so it was very expensive. You've already got the gloves on. I want to just see it turned on.
You sure you don't want to see me turned on? Because this video wall is really,
I'm gonna have to wait a couple hours before it's built to see that.
yeah, I'll have to take off this wonderful floatplane hoodie, exclusive to floatplane members, lmg.gg/floatplane. How many pixels is this?
He said 640 by 360.
Wow.
So that's about 220,000 or something? Let me see if I just have the 230,400.
That's per cabinet, not per panel. So multiply by 36 and we've got a 4K display.
That's crazy.
There you go.
They have a little bit of play, so you can kind of get them exactly perfect, yeah.
Realistically, as long as you're direct on and there's content playing, I don't think we're even gonna see these seams. It is kind of the last hurdle for micro LED to figure out, is how to fully eliminate the seams. Because even when I've seen them at CES, they look crazy impressive when you're dead on. But then you go to the side and you can start to see them a little bit,
Time to do it again. I'm kind of glad that we had the pros come out to set it up.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could have figured it out. Just full disclosure, they absolutely showed us how to do this once before Linus tried to do this himself. That's why, it's going so smoothly.
Hey, listen, I could have figured it out.
Shout out Joel from AWALL.
I had the quick start guide.
One panel.
One panel out of 36. Should we go see how they're doing in there?
Yeah.
Welcome to our new and improved theater room. We put some acoustic dampening in here now, so it sounds way better than it did last time we were in here. It's also got a sound system now. It's just the old one from the employee lounge, not an Atmos system or anything, but this room is meant to be kind of a proper room for us to show off just crazy display and sound technology in the future. Still got some more work to do on the acoustic treatment, but it's way better than it was before. And this is where AWALL is going. Only one small issue. How are we gonna mount this? Someone must know the answer to that. I made one for you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I helped. I forgot what number it was, so you might have to take the things off and
no
find
worries.
out.
I'm gonna just put it all back in the
Oh,
container, and
this is
then
exactly like helping Dad.
Okay, all right, Linus, we're done.
I'm ready.
We built it.
I'm ready. Ow.
Not there, there you go.
Right, yeah. Oh my goodness, it's warm in here.
Yeah.
Is that from the excitement or?
Both.
Ow.
There you go.
Holy shit. Oh my God, it's so sharp. Holy shit. Now I've experienced this before. When you look at the panels close, right?
Yeah.
Like the pixels like this small.
Yeah.
And it's mostly black.
Yeah.
And there's like a weird effect with micro LED where you step back past a threshold and
It goes away.
it goes away.
100%.
I haven't noticed a seam yet.
Oh yeah, they're really hard to find.
You guys freaking killed it, because my job is to look at shit and find everything that's wrong with it. And like, I've spent so many years on the show floor, like being like, yeah, micro LED is pretty cool, but like, you can tell from the seams between the pixels. Now, I'm not off axis yet.
You've got to be like right beside it.
Oh, wow. That's really seamless. The matte too.
Yeah.
Like, we've got pot lights in here.
Oh yeah, the glare is like non-existent.
We haven't even turned off the pot lights yet. Holy shit. Like, okay, like to be clear, right? Like 1,000 and change nits peak brightness is not that competitive with the brightest, QLEDs these days, right? But like in a light controlled room, dude, it's lots.
And don't forget that it's going to do all of that sustained, because each panel It's able to output that much brightness instead of it being limited.
It's way better than I expected.
The Hookup put out a video yesterday on a 157-inch from AWALL, and he said he measured almost 90% of BT 2020.
Wow. This is the point where I can't find the seams anymore. That is crazy.
Yeah, you're right around 8 feet there.
I would never want to be this close to a screen this size. Well, okay, never's a big word. I can think of some pretty immersive content, but I would never want to be closer than this. Tell me something. The 60 hertz limitation, is that the controller or the panel?
That's the panel.
That's the panel 60 hertz. Okay, well, I'm sure you guys will have a next gen thing at some point.
We are in production to do 120 hertz and then higher.
Do you have a trade-in program? This is insane, dude. For movie watching, like if I had unlimited budget.
It's immersive.
That's one word for it, yeah. Okay, we gotta check out some more content. We gotta play some games. And we haven't heard the speakers in this room yet with the sound treatment. Oh, dude. Okay. Okay. I wanna steal it. Oh my God, it's so bright. The bright scenes, like.
Oh, by the way, this is actually not even at 1200 nits right now.
What?
At 100%, it's 800 nits, but you can basically juice it even more through the software.
Dude, this might be all I would need.
Right?
I have dreamed of large format micro LED, like becoming accessible basically since the first time I saw the Sony Cletus display. And like, yes, 80 grand installed is still not reasonable.
More like 90, but still.
But here's the thing, guys. The fucking trajectory. The trajectory. That's what it's all about. Seeing the alignment this good.
Oh, right?
I'm not even blowing smoke up their ass.
100%, absolutely.
I think this is the best alignment I've seen on a micro LED. Okay, I could kind of catch one there, kind of. I would never notice that if I wasn't trying to find it.
No.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
Yeah, so that magnet tool they use it to adjust the magnets ever so slightly. So you're not even pushing the panel around on its own, you're moving the magnets so that it stays nice and aligned. Some Windows HDR stuff is a little touchy, and if you switch inputs, it gets a little upset for, a couple seconds.
Yeah, okay. So basically projector things anyway.
100%.
Which is what they're competing with anyway.
Exactly, and this crushes like any projector. Oh my God.
Disclaimer, we do have a 27,000 lumen projector sitting on the other side of this wall that...
Sure.
Okay. Any is a big word, but any projector I've ever seen, I'm with you there.
There you go.
The next time a Paul brother gets his jaw broken, this would be the ultimate place to watch it.
Their professional installations are typically even better than this because, we do things a little jank sometimes. Like you can see all the cables coming out the side there.
I didn't even notice them. I was so wonderstruck.
I know. I just want to make it clear to the audience that when they do it for someone professionally, they do it very, very well. Check out the website. We'll show some of the shots of their professional installs. Not their fault, but everything else is just beautiful.
The mat's crazy. There's a pot light right there. I should be getting wicked glare and rainbow effect and whatever. It's not even the blackest black that I've ever seen when I'm looking at it, but the matte effect.
Yeah.
The lack of glare, just wow. How's the HDR handling though? It looks a little off.
It's been good depending on the format and the system we're using. Some movies actually look great. And I know that with Halo specifically, you know how normally 50 right in the middle looks good?
Yeah.
We had to crank that to 100. But as soon as we did, it fixed it, and it looks great that way. This is probably the worst I've seen just Windows HDR in general, how washed out it looks.
Yeah.
As long as you get the right game with the right settings dialed in, it looks solid.
Because this looks desaturated.
This looks desaturated for sure. But did Encanto?
No.
No, Encanto looked great. So it's in this weird, I don't know if it's the content or the receiver, because we're also passing through the receiver as well.
Oh, in the cinematic aspect ratio? Oh.
You can actually set this to 21:9 if you want. He did a few pre-configurations for us. He's got a 2x2 grid, a 21:9, and then a full screen.
What will happen if I tell it to transcode? Now it pops.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just something we gotta figure out.
Sure.
What it is about the content or the chain. Because this is 1080p, so it looks like poo-poo on such a large screen, but the color and now we're getting those specular highlights. I wonder if this is something where we can just tell the controller manually, this is HDR10.
We literally just got all this stuff working. So there's probably some kinks to be worked out, but like even this looks amazing.
I know.
Like
This is SDR though.
I know,
It's SDR.
but like it's still handling it so incredibly.
One does not simply
Acquire a 162-inch TV.
except when we do. I've never seen this look this good. The size, man. Every time we go to a new size, we go, maybe this is the limit to how much we could possibly need.
I know, and then we see the bigger one and we're like, nah, we were wrong.
We were wrong. Oh my God. Are you ready? Jesus.
Sorry.
All right, okay, here we go. I can feel the fucking heat of his breath, dude.
Going to the movie theater is ruined for me now.
And for how most movies are mastered, it's enough brightness.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay, gaming.
All right.
I can feel the heat off of it, but barely. So to be clear, AWALL is not the only one who's using these flip chip on board panels, but I haven't experienced them yet. And the efficiency is incredible. It's so thin. Even just a few short years ago, we had professional like mini LED backlit monitors that were that thick. Like, this is weird. Do you notice, kind of like when you flick your eyes back and forth?
Yes.
Okay, do you know what that is?
Yeah, David Gauthier noticed it as well when he came in. It's like, yeah, if you flick them back and forth really quick, or if you blink sometimes, it happens. I'm not sure.
Blinking's okay for me as long as I don't reposition my eye while I'm blinking.
Sure.
It's not terrible. It is no worse than the rainbow effect that I would get from a DLP projector.
Sure.
Is how I would explain it. That controller makes some noise though, hey?
Yeah.
I would want this in like a cooled, separated cabinet, or I'd want it in another room for sure.
But hey, it's rack mountable.
Yeah, it's rack mountable. So like, if I was able to move this home, which I'm not saying I will, but if I was able to, I could easily just chuck this in the rack and then run what? Yeah, just run, oh God. Does all of this Ethernet need to go to the display?
Yeah. Do you see the giant bundle of Ethernet cables coming out the side there?
I do. Okay, I could figure that out. Look at this. This is freaking daylight. I mean, here, look at these guys way back there. The TV is the only light in this room right now.
Yeah.
In this dark room. You know what? I am not noticing a problem
with latency. Yeah, it seems okay so far. Whereas the other video wall, our old Eshtek, you know, beautiful display, but
Eshtek, more like no tech.
No, they're great. We just have an old panel.
You got nothing. Oh, you got nothing. Split the D. Oh! The motion is perfect.
Yeah, right?
It like, the P word is a big word. But one of the reasons, other than that I just really like this game and Excellent Rectangle is super cool and you should go check out Tape to Tape. Other than that, one of the reasons I really like to use this is a dark jersey on the white ice. Gives me a really good opportunity to have a look at what the pixel response times are like. Perfect.
You're in my way.
I'm sorry, I'm looking, I'm evaluating. Like definitely being at 60 hertz means that
we're at 60 hertz, yeah. But you heard the man, he's trying to make, they're trying to work on 120 hertz already.
I'm looking at his jersey. The in-motion clarity is not gonna be great. We're still at 60 hertz. And I also wonder if there might be a little bit of like smoothing or something that it's doing.
I don't know. One difference I've noticed though while playing this instead of watching a movie, I'm not seeing that like flickering stuff we were talking about earlier.
You just want me blinking and moving my eyes around
No, you're 2 goals ahead. I'm gonna lose, I don't care. Andrew just said you can't hear him because he's not on, you know, mic'd up, but like we were watching the movie at 24.
Right.
So I wonder if it's just not like,
pull down.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just not syncing up perfectly. Whereas this looks like great.
This looks incredible.
Right?
Confirm. Oh, jeez. This is an absolute, what? Okay. Ignore everything I'm doing right now because it's basically all wrong. Latency is not a problem. This looks spectacular.
Like it's just 60 hertz stuff. It's not, you know, bad screen tearing.
I just want to sit in here and watch movies and play games. This is incredible. One benefit of this that it would be easy to overlook is that because it's so much larger than my one at home, I could go cinematic and still have a giant display. So I want to try that. This is how I want to play this game now.
Right.
Because it's such a like gorgeous, like cinematic looking game.
Yeah.
This aspect ratio there it is.
I'm really digging the ultra wide. I can't even see the top, maybe the bottom a little just because of the reflection of the light off the floor, but like it's just black.
It's just black.
Oh, we've also got Cyberpunk on here.
Yeah, okay. Last game, Cyberpunk, because I wanna feel...
You need to try the first person for sure.
All right, buddy.
This looks pretty good. So if you do happen to get one of these and you're playing some games and the HDR doesn't look quite right, definitely go in. This is one of the few times where I've actually really had to tweak in-game HDR settings to make it look proper. You're definitely gonna wanna do that. But now that we dialed it in, like this looks great.
This looks incredible.
How's the mouse moving?
It's a little floaty.
Sure.
Not enough that I would notice with a controller.
Yeah.
But definitely enough that I can notice with a keyboard and mouse. And it's not just 60 hertz here.
It's not bad though.
It's usable. I can't believe we have this now. I am so watching Olympic hockey on this. Now let's talk about maintenance. Back when I was considering splurging on the wall and then milking it for content to justify it, I was actually put off of it by a professional installer who contacted me and said, hey man, on installation day they look amazing, but over time the panels tend to die. Well, AWALL, like many vendors who supply these video walls, thought of that. We already showed that they provided some extras, and they also provide all the equipment that you need to swap out a panel.
To be clear, their panels are rated on the website at over 100,000 hours.
So theoretically, I actually did notice a green stuck pixel here for like a couple minutes, and then it went away. So if it were to come back at any point, theoretically, it's as simple as figuring out how this works and doing what I'm about to do. We have extras in case I drop one, right?
I think so.
You know what? Let's see how it goes. Here's one. So is it like a valve? Is it?
I don't know.
Why? That's trippy, hey? All right. And then we just... Swapping a panel. So easy, I could do it. Hey, sir, we appear to have found a hole in your display. There's your problem. There's your problem right there. Let me get that sorted out for you there, bud. Thanks, AWALL, for bringing this over. Like, wow, did you guys ever do an incredible job? Yeah, they didn't sponsor the video, but they did provide the display, and we are gonna be getting so much flipping use out of this thing, man.
Where is it gonna live permanently now?
I think it's probably gonna stay here.
Right?
It's gotta, because...
It just fits so well.
And that's gonna make this so much of a better set. Like anytime, dude, I'm talking about some new 6090 GPU. We're in front of this thing, like, this is a gorgeous room now, and it's all about this centerpiece. That's one thing I could see, is the production team stealing it.
Yeah.
Using it as like a virtual production background.
Yeah.
Sky's the limits, man.
Yeah.
And the sky's the limit to our sponsor.
Sure.
HTC Viverse! Throw away your cardboard glasses with the blue and red plastic lenses, because Viverse is a web-based platform built for you to explore interactive 3D worlds on your computer, your phone, and your VR headset. It's as easy as clicking a link in a browser. No sign up, no installation, just environments built for you to play, learn, and create within. Have you ever wanted to be a duck exploring a pond? I know I sure have. Well, the ducklings.io world can help you and me achieve that lifelong goal of ours. Or try Alpha Putt, a miniature golf game with courses based on keywords and letters of the alphabet. And HTC built Viverse with developers and creators in mind. That's why it's open source friendly. Transport into virtual adventures with HTC Viverse using our link today, or just swim on over to viverse.com/LTT.
If you guys enjoyed this video, you might enjoy me and Plouffe checking out incredible displays. So how about the...
I was thinking of the last video wall.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's do that.
It's been a big upgrade. Huge. A little smaller screen, you know, 179 inch down to 162, but...
The quality, though.
Oh, night and day.